Welcome back to the second segment of sickle cell disease as we continue exploring with my guest Joan Chazima. Joan, you are telling me about the areas prone to sickle cell disease. Tell us about that.
So areas prevalent with this disease is Western region, Nyanza region, and the coast. Why? Because these areas have they're prone to malaria also. So people staying in these areas, their sort of genes mutated to protect themselves from the malaria disease. So that mutation, when they married each other, is when now eventually they realize children are when they give birth to children, they are sick. They have this condition. So that has been what has been going on. But now, Johnny, this is one thing and I think we really don't think about, is we are intermarrying.
Exactly.
So you cannot tell me just because you're coming from, let me say where?
Central,
northeastern,
west,
and
in eastern parts.
Eastern parts that you cannot get malaria because people are intermarrying right now. So I marry someone from, let's say, Central. I have sickle cell disease.
Yes.
We give birth to children, definitely they carry my gene.
True.
Now, these kids decide to marry or marry people from either coast, Nyanza. They're carriers.
Goodness.
So, there has been this assumption that it's only the areas that are prevalent. But right now, we are intermarrying.
What?
So we need to look at that also. And sadly enough, because of the myths that have been associated with sickle cell, I remember at one point we were at a place and a guy from Central said, "Why are you talking to us about this thing? This is in fact a Nyanza thing, It's not for us." But don't forget, we are intermarrying. Yes.
What? I'm shocked because
you never thought of it that way.
This is an eye-opener. Let me tell you, I would stand up and tell people sickle cell is not found in Eastern, Central. I never thought about the intermarriage part.
No, the intermarriage, and you see, and I can tell you for real, I've met people from Central with sickle cell. So how do you explain that? How do you explain that? So it's not only prone to this. Yes. So we need to really think about it. I would love when we're marrying. You see the way we do the HIV test.
Yes.
Can we also do genetic testing to just find out, are we carriers? Are we not? If we are, then let's make an informed decision. So that you don't get into it, then now we start blaming each other. That you're the one who brought it. And sadly enough, in this African setting, women are blamed for everything.
Asante. That is very true.
Women are blamed for everything. So if this woman does not give birth to sons, I mean, it's wrong. So now sickle cell again, if this woman, the children have sickle cell, it's the woman who's told you brought it from your womb.
True.
Very
true. And actually I've met very many parents. The husbands even run away.
They do.
And the sad part is, these people run away, they marry,
again,
and the children again
will still get sickle cell. Because we do not know about it. Because we are not aware about the understandings of this condition.
Oh my goodness. I think my viewers, it has come a time where we need to be informed about this. We need to talk about the sickle cell disease. And we need also to dig for information instead of blame game. And actually the saddest part is the one who suffers is the child.
The one who suffers is the child, and sadly enough, even you see now, I'm imagining this man left this woman maybe with 4 children. 2 of them have sickle cell, or all of them have sickle cell, and this woman has to try and work, take care of these kids, pay rent, do what. So you find the woman is left with this burden that she cannot carry. Few, and even the groups have gone through, people have talked to, there are very few men.
Oh my goodness.
Because these men left. and left to their families because this woman supposedly
Yeah.
came
give
with
us-
this disease.
Yeah.
She was bewitched. It was chira.
Yeah.
It was I don't know what.
Yeah.
And they're left with this burden. And now these kids, because there's already that family strife, they're not taken care of.
Yeah.
And they have no hope because according to them and according to the myths, they will die by a certain age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. I think we need to. I'm challenging the men in this. Take the bull by the horn, and do your research first before you run away from your families. We are bringing into this world children who are innocent because of something that it's beyond us. Something about genetic is something that is beyond any one of us. And if we bring in a child who has sickle cell, we should be ready to work with this child. Let this child access proper medical attention. And by so doing, I think we'll be one step ahead. John, speak to a mother out there with a child with sickle cell. Speak to a man out there. Speak to a child out there who has sickle cell.
Yeah, I would say this. It's not something we asked for. It's a hard burden, obviously. It's tough managing sickle cell.
Yeah.
But there's always a story of hope.
Yeah. Sure.
And this I'm basing on my own story because with the little understanding I had about sickle cell, there was no much hope. But I had to get to a point and say, you know what? I have to live my life.
Sure.
As in every day I'm given,
Yeah.
it's a gift from God.
Sure.
So why do I want to kill myself before,
The
because
time.
mentally, once mentally you've killed yourself that you're already dying,
Yeah.
I don't think you'll even have a better life.
No.
So for parents who have children who have sickle cell, step up to the plate. Don't make it look like, yes, it's a big burden, yes.
Yeah.
But take a step further, get to understand this condition, teach your child also to understand and take care of themselves, and the rest of the things, we leave it to God.
That's true.
Because every time you talk to people, they will tell you someone with sickle cell will die soon.
Yeah.
Anytime you hear someone talking about sickle cell, they are mentioning death.
True.
So many people die.
Yeah.
People wake up, you're traveling by the car and you're hit, you're dead. I mean, that wasn't sickle cell.
Yeah.
So God has a purpose for
Yeah.
us.
Sure.
So can we just do our part and let him deal with the rest?
Yeah.
And anyone who's got sickle cell, please talk about it, share your story, learn about it, take care of yourself. And then now you're able to even share your story and then just give hope to someone else. So it's not all just death and gloom and all that. I mean, we can have a good life.
Yeah,
Who
sure.
said we shouldn't?
Sure.
Yes.
I want to thank you so much for taking your time to come and give us this enlightening information. I've also learned a lot. I never thought about intermarriages. I never thought about that.
People don't.
And I believe that my viewers have learned something. So let us, parents, step in. Support your children. Those that are living with sickle cell, it is not the end of life. It is not easy, yes, I know. It is not a very good journey, but it can be done. Joan is here. She's doing it. She's living her life. She has taken upon herself to educate people about this. She runs, by the way, a foundation, Joan Chazima Sickle Cell Foundation. She's gonna tell us about that before we break. Tell us about that, Joan Chazima Sickle Cell Foundation.
Thank you, Johnny. So we have a foundation, Joan Chazima Sickle Cell Foundation.
Yeah.
Our biggest mandate was to come and create awareness because I realized there's no much information about this condition and even just management. Even people living with sickle cell disease don't know how to manage this condition. So we came up, we decided let's create awareness, let's teach people living with sickle cell how to take care of themselves and also just advocate. I'm here to make a lot of noise about this condition so that people can hear and just talk to the community as well. It's not just parents of children with sickle cell, not just children with sickle cell, not just persons with sickle cell, also the community as a whole. because it's not one person's fight. Because today you might think, because my child doesn't have sickle cell, I shouldn't worry. Maybe your child decides to marry someone from the other area, and then your grandchild, either a carrier or eventually has sickle cell, then what? You understand? So it's not one person's problem, it's a community's problem, which we need to find a solution for our community. So, and anybody, I want to call forth on anyone, join us. Let's talk about this condition. Let's create awareness. Let's pass information. Let's and just lend a helping hand to anybody who actually needs it.
Asante sana. From me and Joanne, we say bye.
Bye bye.